Your Olympic station in Toronto. This is CFTO TV. A demonic ruler kidnaps several crew members in a stunning episode of Star Lost. Next on CFTO TV. Beginning February 13th for 16 days, we'll bring you the world. From Calgary, Alberta, it's the 1988 Olympic Winter Games, and CFTO TV will be there as the dream unfolds. The 1988 Olympic Winter Games beginning February 13th. We'll bring you the world. We're CFTO TV. Your Olympic station in Toronto. This is CFTO TV. Your Olympic station in Toronto. This is CFTO TV.
As the Olympic torch makes its final strides towards its destiny, those athletes seeking sport's most coveted prize, an Olympic gold medal, will be profiled on CTV's Road to Calgary. And as pre-Olympic competition comes to a close, the National Senior Cross Country Skiing Championships will reveal the Canadian National Olympic team. As well, upsets seem to have prevailed at the Canadian Ski Jumping Championships, the final tune-up before the 15th Winter Olympic Games. All today on CTV's Wide World of Sports.
Today, we'll see Canada's best ski jumpers compete in the Canadian Ski Jumping Championships from Big Thunder in Thunder Bay, Ontario. Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Hinkle. I'd like to introduce our resident expert, a former member of the Canadian ski team, Pat Morris. Let me throw some names out at you. Horst Bulow, who seemed to peak at Sarajevo, never did achieve the promise that a lot of people held out for him. Is he on a comeback roll now, ready for Calgary?
He's had some great finishes so far this year in the World Cup Tour, and I think he's going to be definitely a surprise, Bill.
Could this be a swan song?
I think so. He's looking forward to Calgary. He wants to peak at the right time, and he's really right on track.
Stevie Collins. They call him the wonderkind of ski jumping at Lake Placid in 1980. He had some problems. He took some time off. He's coming back. What about his progress?
I think he's very excited about his progress. In fact, he hasn't done this well in a long time, so I think we'll see some great things coming from him.
Bulow and Collins are the veterans of this team, but we have a new wave of the future, kids like Gilman and Raudio.
I think with that new wave of ski jumpers, our program is in terrific shape.
Well, we should see some exciting jumping, so let's go to the top of the 70-meter hill for the first competitor. And the first competitor is 23-year-old Stevie Collins, who lives not too far from this 70-meter jump, and he's on a comeback roll right now. Kind of relaxed and feels good about himself.
Well, he really isn't in a position here to perhaps win the 70-meter championship because he is on a comeback trail. He took all of last season off, but you can see the determination in his eyes. He hasn't lost that competitive spirit. Here he has good position on his chest, excellent flight, but it's not going to be a very long jump at all, Bill.
Well, we'll have to see. There it is, 74.5 meters for Steve Collins for the first jump. So he may be placing himself in a rather tough position.
I think so. You have to get down near that 85 or 90 meter mark. You see here, he kind of slowly got into his flight position. He was a little bit late. His ski tips did drop slightly, and he doesn't really have that great air pressure underneath his chest and underneath the skis.
Okay, Stevie Collins from Thunder Bay with his first jump. And again, we repeat 74.5. Ian McGrath is a 22-year-old from Whitby, Ontario, just a rookie.
Good position here, Bill. And he cracks a nice one, but it's not going to be a very long one at all. But look at that great one leg in front of the other telemark. Great landing.
Well, there it is, 76.5 meters, and that's about 2 meters more than Steve Collins. So I don't know if he's going to be happy with that or not. There's horse Bulow. Bulow, of course, is a veteran on this team, 25 years old.
If anybody can jump on this hill, Horace can. He's a specialist on the 70 meter. He explodes into the air here. He's got a beautiful ride going for him. Right down there. Look at that telemark. Great landing.
84.5 meters for Horst Bulow, who about a year ago was suffering from a case of the chicken pox.
That's right. You can see it here. He just dropped his head slightly at the end. It could cost him some energy, but here he's got it all together. Skis are nicely parallel, crawling over the tips of his skis. A little bit of a scissor there, but still great form.
You know, there's one thing about Bulow. He really has matured in his outlook, and he seems very confident heading for Calgary that he's going to do very well. It's one of those times, I guess, when everybody says, I've got to reach down and I've got to come to grips with myself. There's Todd Gilman. This one is a great one.
He bangs this one. Oops, a little bit of a slip there in the air, but he still pulled it off nicely. A nice long jump.
84 meters for Todd Gilman.